Out there, in the digital haze of the markets, predators are moving, and you'll never see them coming. They don't have faces, they don't have bodies. They are just pure code, pure logic, and they are hunting. This is the world of the ghost machines.
Look, this isn't some far-off sci-fi story. This is the market, right now. Every single second you're logged off, every moment you pause and think, well, that's an opening they will absolutely take. They work on a timescale we can't even wrap our heads around, and they just never stop.
You know, the greatest thing about crypto, the fact that it never sleeps, is also our biggest weakness. This environment wasn't built for people. For us, it's a one-way ticket to burnout. But for an algorithm, it's the perfect, endless hunting ground.
So to really get what we're up against, you have to understand the anatomy of the enemy. And you need to forget everything you think you know about simple trading bots. You know, the old scripts running basic commands. We're talking about a whole new evolution, a new kind of entity crawling out of the code. And here's where it all changes. The key difference here is agency. These things aren't just tools we use anymore. They are the ones making the calls. You can give them a wallet, let them control their own money, and they learn from every single trade, getting smarter and smarter without any human help. They're on their own.
Okay, so how do they actually do it? Well, they're not playing the same game we are. They're playing a hidden game, buried deep inside the blockchain's own architecture. It's a game of pure speed, of foresight, of all-out mathematical warfare.
It feels like they have a crystal ball, doesn't it? Like they can just read your mind. But the truth, well, it's actually simpler, and frankly, a lot more terrifying. They're not psychic. They just get to see your cards before you even play them. The secret weapon is something called the mempool. Think of it like a public waiting room. Before your trade gets confirmed on the blockchain, it sits in there, out in the open. These MEV bots are scanning that room constantly, looking for an opportunity. They see your big buy order, and they know exactly what to do. Jump the line and use your own move against you. It's digital front-running, pure and simple. And this is one of their favorite moves. It's called a sandwich attack. Here's how it works. They see your buy order hit the mempool. Bam! They instantly buy the same thing just milliseconds before you, which pushes the price up. Then, your trade finally goes through, and you're forced to buy at that new, higher price. And the second you do, they sell, dumping their position right back to you and pocketing the difference. You just got sandwiched. And it all happens in the blink of an eye. To really see what these agents were capable of, a group of researchers decided to do something pretty wild. They basically set up a digital coliseum, a trading competition to see what would happen if you just unleash them, pitted them against each other in an all-out war for profit. The setup was straightforward. 15 different bots. Each one gets $1,000. They get 3 hours on the clock to make as much cash as they can. No rules on strategy. It was pure digital Darwinism. Let the strongest algorithm win. So after 3 hours of absolute high-frequency chaos, the total net profit from the entire $15,000 pool was $74. Kind of pathetic, right? But that tiny number, it's hiding the real, brutal story. You have to look closer. The vast majority of these bots, 11 of the 15, they lost money. Some got completely wiped out. But the 4 that won, the 4 that won were so ruthlessly efficient that their profits covered all the losses of the other 11, and they still came out ahead. It's not about every bot winning. It's about a few apex predators being so dominant that they change the entire game. And the champion, the winner of the whole thing, was a bot that actually named itself YOLO Bot. It didn't mess around with 100 tiny trades. It just waited, it analyzed, and then it made one single massive move, a 40x leveraged long on Bitcoin. It put everything on the line in one perfectly timed shot, and it won. No fear, no hesitation, just cold, hard calculation. And that, right there, is the heart of the problem. It all comes down to this. We trade based on fear, on greed, on hope. They trade based on pure logic. We have to sleep, they run 24/7. We hesitate, we second-guess ourselves, they execute in milliseconds. We are manual, they are autonomous. In their world, we are the weak link. So what's the point of all of this? The point is, the game has fundamentally changed. The old way of thinking, that you can outsmart the market with your gut feelings and quick clicks, that's over. It's done. You just can't win a fight against an opponent who never sleeps and thinks faster than you can even blink. This is the new reality, plain and simple. The ecosystem has evolved,
And the human retail trader? Well, they're becoming an endangered species. The future doesn't belong to the person with the fastest fingers, it belongs to the person with the smartest algorithm. The philosophy has to change. Don't try to fight the machines, own them.
So, as these ghost machines keep up their silent, relentless hunt through the code, there's really only one question you need to ask yourself. Are you going to be the hunter, or are you going to be the prey? Which side of the algorithm are you on?